Hello over there, good evening. The time actually says 9:17 p.m. from the country we are from, which is here in Nigeria, in West Africa. So if you're able to also be watching this video from any part of Nigeria, so I'm saying good evening to you. And if you happen to be watching this video from somewhere else, maybe perhaps outside Nigeria, so perhaps in a different time zone with a time zone different from my country, so I can't say good morning and I can't say good afternoon because I don't know, maybe perhaps you are in the morning over there or you are in the you're actually in the noon. So I'm just going to say good day to you and hope your day has been going great. So now back to the business of the day, without beating much around the bush. In this video, I'm going to show you how I was able to migrate a website of over 5 gig in size. So this method can be applied to if you want to back up or migrate a website that has huge size. So the website I'm talking about here, it's not even exactly 5 gig, so I think it's moving closer to 6 gig. It's above 5 gig a little bit. So in this video, I'm going to show you the faster and easier way to back up or migrate large websites. So before I was able to actually be able to make use of this particular method, I've tried several other methods, and when I also contacted my hosting provider, so they suggested the idea of having to download the website files and uploading it in the to wherever I want to move it to. So but the challenge is, the initial challenge was that I have a particular hosting account which allows me to host multiple websites due to being a shared hosting account, and I have 2 hosting websites there. So my clients want to separate the website from each other, so you want to get a separate hosting account for the for each website. So what we want to achieve is get a separate hosting account, then move all the files from the former hosting account to the new hosting account. So while I was trying to do that, I discovered that the website that we are trying to move is around 5 gig, above 5 gig in size, close to 6 gig or something. So and you all agree with me that it's actually going to be a little bit weird and also to to download the website files of over 5 gig and having to upload it again. So I have to sort for a better option that we can use to migrate the website. So in order to show you the total size of the site, so I'm just going to show you a screenshot. So this is the screenshot of the new hosting. So I had to actually cut out some things because it's confidential, because it's meant for my business purposes. So I have to cut out some parts, some confidential parts. So this is the file usage. You can see we are presently making use of 108,000 over 300 out of 300,000 files, and the disk usage says 6.25 gig. Yes, so it's even, I think it's even close to 6.25 gig. Yes, so you can see how large and huge the website is. So it took me a lot of time before I was able to figure out some options. So in this video, I'm going to show you how I was able to migrate the website of over 5 gig in size with screenshots and proof. So so before we get so let's get started. So in this video, the thing about it is that this particular method is not meant for only websites with each data. So whether your website has a small amount of data or has an huge data, so you can use it. So in order to demonstrate this, so I decided not to use the website in particular that I decided not to use it, since it's actually confidential, a website for business purpose. So what I did was I had to set up a temporary website using TestWP. So TestWP is an interesting web platform that allows you to generate an instance of WordPress for experiment purposes, so that you can know how WordPress works, and you can always visit them by accessing their website to testwp.com. or if you have a moment and you want me to, without and no extra charge to you, can enter their website through my affiliate link, which is the comment/testwp. So it allows you to generate a quick WordPress website for you to practice on, and so you can see this is our website. You get to get a taste of WordPress. So now I have so in this particular video, I'm going to use two websites to demonstrate how it's going to work for us. So one website is going to be the website I want to actually transfer the data from, that is the website that is it. So I'm going to call this website A, that we want to transfer our website files from, and the second website is going to be our website B, which is the new website I want to import our website for. So let's assume this the website that we want to, this website A, which is where we want to back up our website. So this is how the website looks like. So I name it Swarm Site. You have the home, you have collection, you have blog, contact us. So it's more of an e-commerce website. So when you scroll down, it's actually an e-commerce demo site. So when you scroll down, you can see it has products here. So the same thing also goes for here. You can see say yes, you have product here, and when you click on the product, it's going to take you to the individual products. So it's such like it, and you can also add to cart, something like that. So you can add to cart, and you see description, reviews, and etc. You can also share on the, if you want to share the product, and like I mentioned, this is just a demo site, so it doesn't really have a real data, so it's just a combination of dummy data. So now this website is one we want to use to want to import our website from. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to back up this website and then migrate it to a new website. So, and the plugin that I'm going to use for this, it's a plugin. Alright, so in order to achieve what we want to achieve, we are going to use a particular plugin, which an extension to back up our website from A and migrate it to the B. And this extension that I'm talking about, you can use it to migrate either small, medium, or even large scale websites. So in this case, I use this extension to actually migrate the website that has the website that I showed you earlier, that it's have over 5 gig, that is over 5 gig in size. So I'm going to now show you how to use the extension to migrate or back up your website. So the name of the extension, the plugin, is called Updraft, and you can get it by going to the WordPress plugin repository. Just search for Updraft. So when you go to wordpress.org/plugins, and it shows you the WordPress plugin repository, so you're going to find a list of some plugins. So you just search for Updraft, and this is the plugin that I'm talking about. So when you click on it, you can either download it and upload it manually on your website, or you install it automatically. So you can either download it from here. So, but in this case, I'm going to just install it automatically right from my dashboard. So the first step that I'm going to do is I'm first going to back up my website. So first step, back up my website. So then I'm going to do that by going to plugins, add new, so then search for Updraft. So when I search for Updraft, then it's going to show me, of course, a lot of plugins. So this is the plugin that I want to use to back up and migrate the website. So I'm going to click on install now. So when I click on install now, I'm going to click on activate. So now the plugin is now activated. So once the plugin is activated, so the first thing that I want to do is I'm going to back up my website. So you should see the option here by going to from the list of the options that you have there, then you go to settings, then Updraft backups. So Updraft backups is where you are going to actually back up your website. So when you click on backup now, so it's going to show you some options to back up your website. But first, there is something that I need to inform you, which is very important. So this is actually very important. So important, it is crucial to set up remote storage before backing up your website. So now before we back up our website, it is very crucial to set up the remote storage. So what does remote storage does? Remote storage, for instance, when we get there, you're going to see, for instance, using something like Google Drive, will enable us to back up my website, will enable me to back up my website to cloud storage. Then if I want to retrieve it, so I'm just going to retrieve it from cloud storage. So that will save me the hassle and the pain of having to download the backup manually and then having to upload it manually. So with a plugin and extension like Updraft, you can easily connect your cloud storage to your to this plugin, and then when you back up your website, it's definitely going to be sent to the cloud storage. So in order to connect your account, your Updraft to cloud storage, so once you are in the dashboard there, you click on settings. So when you click on settings, you see the option choose your remote storage. So there are a list of other options that you can see here. You see Updraft Default. This is actually a paid version. So you have to pay for this. It's not available in the free version. Then you see FTP, you see S3 compatible, you see Dropbox, Microsoft Azure, Big Cloud, Amazon, SFTP/STP, OpenStack, Rackspace Cloud Files, Google Cloud, 3Object, Google Drive, Backblaze, Email, Microsoft OneDrive, Webday, and etc. So in this option, in this case, I prefer actually using Google Drive. So I'm going to click on Google Drive, and if I click on Google Drive, because of the fact that I've actually already authenticated the this website with Google Drive, that's why it's in here. So I didn't mean it's not there. So let me see if I can remove it from the account so that you can see how it actually looks like. Okay, so I want to see if I can show you how to connect it to the account. Okay, so fantastic. I've removed the linkage before. The reason because I've actually connected this account with Google Drive was, so on your first time, if you are accessing this page for the first time, when you click on Google Drive, so what you ought to see is something like this, that is sign with Google. That is, you sign in your account with Google. So when you sign with Google, you'll be able to connect your Google Drive storage with the Updraft, so that when you back up your website, it's going to automatically also save to Google Drive. So now I'm going to authenticate my Google account with the Updraft. So I'm going to do that by clicking on sign in with Google. So sign in with Google. So when I click on sign in with Google, it's going to take me to the page where I'm going to enter. Then I'm going to click into my account. Then it's going to ask me for permission, and I'm going to click on allow. So when I click on allow, it's going to show a page that, so when you see this page, it means it has completed the storage. Then you click on complete setup, and it's going to take you back to the previous page where we started by connecting our account to Google Drive. So it's loading. So now great. So now we are back here. So if you want to see whether it's the connection it's actually completed, when you click on Google Drive, so you see something like you appear to be already authenticated. So that means that you've successfully connected your account to Google storage. So after doing that, then you scroll down and click on save changes, just right there. So it's going to start save changes. So now we are done connecting with our cloud storage, precisely Google Drive, with the account. So this method was what I used to migrate the website. So I have a space that is over 5 gig free on my Google Drive account. So I just connect my Google Drive account to Google to Updraft, then I back up my website. Then the backup was sent to Google Drive, and when I want to restore, I also restore to the same method. So I'm going to show you how it works from here. So let's continue from where we stop. So when you are done with connecting your account to the next thing is we now back up our website. So you do that by clicking on the backup tab. Then you click on backup now. So when you click on backup now, it's going to ask you some option, take a new backup, because these are like the first backup on the website. So include your database. Of course, I want to do that. Include the files in the backup, send this backup to remote storage. So these things are things that definitely want to include my backup. So the last step is optional. You can either check it or uncheck it. So, and this option said, do you want to allow this backup to be deleted manually? So I can decide to check it or uncheck it. So it all depends on me. So now when I'm done with all the options, then and I'm going to click on backup now. So then it's going to start backing up my entire website and also send a copy of the backup to my Google Drive storage. So if I should visit my Google Drive storage, I should be able to access it. And so let's just wait while the backup completes the processing. So you can see uploading files to remove storage. So it's uploading the files to remove storage, which is my Google Drive account. So now the backup has finished running. So when you see something like this, that means your backup has finished running. And when you scroll down, you're going to see something here, match the date, the time. So this means that the last backup I did, which is now it's this. So now we are done backing up our entire site, which is this, and so we are good to go. So the next thing that I want to do now is I want to restore. So I want to second step, restore my backup website. So now after I did from the live website I show, after I back up the 5 gig the website size, both on my website and in my Google Drive. So the next thing that I'm going to do that I did was to restore it. So I set up a new hosting account, I connected the domain name, and then I installed it. Of course, you need to install a WordPress. You need to install WordPress on your new hosting account, because you're going to need to install the Updraft plugin in the new website so that you can use it to restore the website. So since this is for demo practices, so I'm going to generate a dummy WordPress instances from testwp. So testwp.com, like I earlier mentioned, enables you to generate a WordPress instance for absolutely free. So I'm going to generate another website that is actually new. So I'm going to click on with time, then set it up, and wait for testwp to set up a new website for me, so that we can use it to see how we are going to restore our website. So it's adding the request to queue, and it's making some processes in the background. So let's wait while that is being done and see how far it goes. Alright, so now I have a brand new website set up with testwp. So this is actually a dummy website, and it's a brand new website. So like I earlier mentioned, testwp enables you to generate a WordPress instance. So I'm not going to access it now to access the dashboard of the new website to demonstrate how we can restore our website that we back up earlier. So we call this is a new website that we want to work on. So of course I'm going to show you the dashboard. So let me dismiss this. Okay, so as you can see, this is a new website, and when I open it, I'm going to of course see this the 2023 thing. So I have a dummy text, a dummy post, a dummy page, and the default 2023 thing. So this is the website A. This is the previous website we had backup earlier that I want to move. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to delete the dummy data that is there. So let me trash the post, go to pages, trash the pages, and then let me change the name of the website. So let's say Turan site. Okay, Turan new site. That is my new website. Just another site guide Turan. So, and I'm going to click on save changes. So now I've clicked on save changes. So now I recall I only have the name change and the like. So now what we want to do is we want to restore our website. So now in order for us to restore the website that we back up earlier, so I'm going to go to plugins, add new, then so in the website that I tried, that I mentioned earlier, which is that of 5 gig, I intentionally did not want to use that exact website as a demo due to the confidentiality of the website. So the next thing that I did was I download Updraft. So then I installed WordPress Updraft, which is basically the same thing that I did when backing up on our previous site. Then activate. So now, very important, when you back up, when you install it on this, so it's going to, of course, take you here that you should back up your website, but it is very important that what we want to do here is not to back up another site again. What we want to do is we want to restore the website that we are back up earlier. So the first thing that you need to do is to set up remote storage on the site. That is to connect the remote storage, the same remote storage that will connect on this website. On website A, we are going to connect the storage to this new website, because what we want to do is in website A, we call that we back up our website to that remote storage. So from here, we want to grab the backup and of course upload it and extract it here. So the first thing I'm going to do is go to settings. Then when I click on settings, I'm going to come down to the remote storage and click on Google Drive. So then from Google Drive, I'm going to scroll down again and sign in with Google. That is, I want to connect the same storage that I used for backup. I want to connect it to where I want to restore the website. Then click on the name that was used to connect the account. Then after that, I'm going to click on allow. So now upon doing that, it's going to take me to something like this, and I'm going to click on complete setup. So when after doing this and you come down to settings, when you scroll down, you should see something like whenever you click Google Drive, you should see something like you appear to be already authenticated. So when you see this, that means you have successfully authenticated the website, your remote storage to the account. So I'm now going to click on save changes. So when I click on save changes, that means the account it's done. So now we are going to restore the website. So what we want to do here is, like I earlier mentioned, is to restore no backup. So in case you can't find any existing backups on here, so you have to rescan remote storage in order for it to scan your remote storage, which is your Google Drive, and list out the backup all the backup that you have done so far. So I'm going to click on rescan remote storage, click on OK, and now so you can see it has actually showed me some of the backups that I've made in the past. So since if you check if you check the one that we made last, it's actually March 08 2023 and 8:58. So, and if you also check this time matches, so that definitely means that they are actually the same. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to click on restore. So then it's also going to ask me the component. So this is type of screenshot of how the restore process looks like. So this was the website that is up to 6 gig that I mentioned. So it was unzipping the backup file. You can see 96 megabyte, 109 megabyte, 150 megabyte, 136 megabyte, 146 megabyte, and etc. So it has a lot of files that make it reach up to over 6 gig, close to 6 gig inside. So I also blocked this area. This is actually confidential. It shows the name of the website, so I have to block it so that I can make the of course the information confidential. So now back to what we are doing earlier. So once you get to this screen, you are going to then you need to click on the components you want to restore. Definitely I want to restore a component, so I'm going to click on all the components on the screen: plugin, themes, uploads, others, database. So after doing that, then click on next, and then it's going to start downloading the backups from the remote storage without this is all done remotely from cloud storage to it's grabbing it's back up the website to cloud storage, and it's also grabbing cloud storage without having to manually download the backup on our local storage, that is our local PC, and manually upload it again. So this is all done on the cloud. So just wait for a while, depending on how large your website is, and it's going to start the process. So if your website is very huge, you might need to wait for a few minutes or so, a while, depending on how large your website is. But since this website is now actually quite large, so we should expect that it's not going to take time. So now it's going to bring up this. The backup archive has been processed, but with some warnings. If all is well, then now press restore again. So it's going to definitely show you someone, because it wants to confirm that are you sure you want to proceed. So he said he asked me this, and I said yes, restore. I'm very sure that is what I want to restore, so I'm going to click on restore, and then the restore operation is going to begin. So now you can see it's now moving all of them. It's now retrieving everything on the website. So now finished. So, and when it is done finishing, so you can see it's finished. So now that it has so it's, of course, the process is now completed. So now this is how our website looks like before we start the restoration. So now let me refresh and see how it looks like right now. So okay, so now you can definitely see. So now I now have the website migrated here, even including the domain name of the website. So that is how to migrate your website from one hosting account to another, whether it is an huge website or a smaller size website. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you like this tutorial, feel free to check out my website to know more about it by going to tuamworld.com, and you'll be able to see some of what I do and the services that I provide, which is website development and website design, online presence, and WordPress consultancy. If you also have any question as regarding the whole process, you can leave a comment, whether when you are having technical issue with the website, or during the process of the backup and the restoration you are having a bit of a technical issue trying to migrate the website, then you can leave a comment, and I will try as much as possible to leave you with the right answer or the right resources to help you figure things out.